So having the loop around the eye socket where I am trying to roughly keep the shape that my drawing is giving me, it is time for me to push the socket in. And the easiest way to do that is of course pushing back some of the components here. So I'm going to select actually these 4 polygons. I'm going to push them back inside to a distance that will make some sense, and I can adjust them later. And then this other edge loop, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to be able to push that in a tiny bit more too. So you start seeing that I'm generating a socket right away. If I hit 3, you start seeing it, and really right now it's a matter of fine-tuning some of those vertices to make it feel round and better. I'm gonna go to the side view for a moment here, not this, but actually change this one to the orthographic side view, and I'm going to put the X-ray just to look at, that edge. If you see this edge, those 2 vertices have to probably be pulled back a tiny bit, and I'm just paying attention to the socket's edge because that's where my the eyeball is going to be located. So I'm just trying to move some of those guys to make some sense of them. So I'm gonna go back to the perspective view here and get out of the X-ray because sometimes it's hard to tell. And with that, I am going to create a sphere to put there just in placement of the eye. This is just a temporary eyeball that I am going to use just to be able to see how an eyeball would generate an eye socket, a better eye socket for my character to be animated. That eyeball actually has to be scaled down and placed where the eyeball, Homer's eyeball is going to be. So something like this, and then of course I have to adjust it on the side view, and then I'm going to need to look at better an X-ray version of it. X-ray. So you see the eye sort of matching. It's not quite right. The front and the side are not matching perfectly, but it gives me an idea. Okay, so here is placement of it, and I get out of it again. So they're a little bit off the side from the front, so I'll choose probably one of them, and I'm going to try to go with this side for now. I'm halfway there, and the eyeball itself is sort of matching the drawing in scale, and I'm going to make this guy perspective again, and I'm going to get out of the X-ray so I can look at it. And you see that of course what I was seeing there for the eye socket is not quite right yet. The eye socket that I had is a little too small for the character, so I'm going to isolate this guy. I grab some of these vertices, kind of pull them out a tiny bit. Let's start with those actually. Oops. Start with this too, and then you grab him. Notice I'm doing it only on the X and Y axis, grabbing these guys out a tiny bit too, without going too far because I know his face is going to be there. Getting these guys out a tiny bit, and maybe these ones too. This guy and this guy down, and just like this, and like that, to do a nice socket. I can deepen his eye socket some more too, but look out. Get out of here and just get to see the eyeball again. Seems that his eyeball seems to be getting in place. I may need to just pull out a little bit of this guy's, trying to give a little more of that ring around the eye, and eventually you would want to have probably an additional loop there, but for now this guy will be just like this. Trying to keep a shape definition there. If we look to the side view for a moment, I'm gonna start seeing, okay, some inconsistencies there that I have to start fixing. For example, the eyeball will need to push forward, or the eyeball, no, the ring will need to push forward, give him a little bit of eyebrow there. And maybe this guy back a tiny bit more. Some of this guy can actually be a bit more out. Right, so I have shaped my eyeball and the eye socket a little bit more. There's still more work to do still, but it's getting better. Okay, so increment and save.